This week on Coach Gabby, we're talking about E.B.T, evidence-based therapy, and value system. Welcome back to Trauma Informed Talk with Coach Gabby. I'm Coach Gabby, and today we are talking E.B.T value system, which I talked a bit about last week. We're going to go more into detail and how value system, which is part of E.B.T therapy, evidence-based therapy, it basically helps tailor therapy to you and your personal value system. Therefore, your therapist can design a plan that is individualized to you and your values and what you want from your life. So last week I kind of just offhand was like value system, value system, value system, and didn't go really into detail. So like examples of values would be for me, family, my closest friends, my art, being able to be creative, using my art to try to contribute to society and give back and help people with my mental health talks, things like that. Those are part of my value system. But for other people, it's like just connecting with others or travel and adventure. So those are just some examples of what someone's value system might entail. So one of the reasons I like value system and evidence-based therapy is because it really did help my therapist come up with a plan to help me achieve my goals by us constantly sticking to my value system. So if at any point I was making maybe a professional decision, we could actually see whether was it a decision that was going to further my value system and go along with everything I want to be in this world, or was I making this decision like out of fear? It was a fear-based decision using anxiety rather than my value system. So I really loved how it made my work with my therapist just really in line with who I am as a person. And we were able to use that within the goals I was trying to achieve with each of my mental health issues. So it was really, I found it to be extremely helpful. So some of the scientific benefits to evidence-based therapy and value system is that if you were to use it in therapy, it can increase the patient's motivation within therapy. I mean, when you have a therapist who really understands what you want from life, they can really help cater therapy to you achieving your goals in a way that is really exciting. And it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, this person hears me and sees me and wants me to be the fullest me I can be. That really is motivating and very exciting. Another benefit is greater engagement. And I think I touched upon that in the last one, but it is. I feel like when you really write out what you want from life and your therapist hears you, sees you, and then supports you every step of the way, that kind of engagement with another human being is extremely valuable, despite the fact that you pay that person. That's not the point. The point is they see you, they're engaging with you, and through that engagement, you will reach your goals. Another benefit of value system and evidence-based therapy is that it's proven to have better outcomes for a variety of mental health issues. So anxiety, PTSD, CPTSD, OCD. I even use probably predominantly with being on the spectrum, I use value system. It helps me very much deal with my social anxiety and lack of wanting to leave my house and do things. Often when presented with something that I just know will burn me out, if I use value system and I go, well, yeah, but this particular event involves my godson. And yes, it'll burn me out, but spending time with my godson is part of my value system. Therefore, it is worth it. I get to spend time with my godson. But with that, knowing that it's going to burn me out, I then carve time for my burnout. And it's an ongoing practice, but I promise you, if you're on the spectrum, value system, it helps me. It helps me. I'm actually doing a short film because a person who I consider a very good friend, and more than a good friend, a good professional friend, someone who's always there for me professionally. If I'm like, hey, will you do this thing? Will you do this thing? Will you do this thing? And he was like, hey, will you do this thing? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing because it's you, But there are a lot of other people where it's like, no, 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 you're not part of my value system. But this particular person, that's right, Michael Bazzelli, you're in my value system. I would do that. So that's my point is, even with people, even if what you deal with is being on the autism spectrum, I think value system and evidence-based therapy could even help with that because it's helping me. So proof is in the pudding, gang. I go do things. I was actually at a party till 1 a.m. because it was my nephew's birthday party. And I know what you're thinking. Gab, 5-year-olds have ragers that go till 1 a.m.? This kid does. It was like a Warhol factory party. I'm not even lying. At one point, I left with a friend of mine to go in a car and work on music demos. I'm not lying. That happened at my nephew's 5th birthday party. He's Andy Warhol. Moving on with Coach Gabby. Okay, a few more benefits with value system, evidence-based therapy, reduced risk of self-harm. That's a very big one. And honestly, it really helped with my negative thinking. So I would sign off on that. Enhanced decision making. I was just talking about, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Wait a minute. Use your value system. Okay, I want to do that because it goes with my value system. But I don't want to do that because it doesn't. It really does. It helped me. I am the worst at making decisions. My godson, it's a running joke that he's always the boss because Aunt Gabby hates making decisions. But this value system, E.B.T, helped me make decisions. I'm a much better decision maker after doing this therapy. And then increased accountability. Totally. Instead of just running and flight, you know what I mean? You're able to be like, okay, this is what's going on. Let me use my words. Let me set boundaries because I am protecting myself and catering to my value system. Therefore, I have to say, no, I cannot do that. It doesn't align with my needs and wants at this moment, but have a great day. Instead of ghosting people or, not answering the phone or not answering an email, you just say it. Be accountable. You can do it. But I used to really struggle with that. I mean, I was like literally 23 years old and I have my mom calling sick for me. I was that person. So I'm just saying this type of therapy worked for me. I'm just saying that as a patient, I had success, value systems, evidence-based therapy. I actually researched some examples of value system in different medical conditions, and it's used in CBT therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy. It's used in DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. It's used for medication management for people who are in chronic pain. That was very surprising to me. And it's also used for exercise and lifestyle motivation for people who suffer from heart disease. So this type of evidence-based therapy and value system really has benefits even beyond just mental health. So to wrap things up, if you think that this is something you would like to try and you are currently in therapy, just ask your therapist, hey, have we done evidence-based therapy? And do you know about this thing called value system? And they should be able to help you. Now, if they aren't into that type of therapy, I would hope that they would recommend you to someone who can do that for you. If you're not in therapy, talk to your PCP. I'm sure they could get you a list of providers within your insurance plan, and they might be able to help you do the research to see if that therapist does use evidence-based therapy. If you're not in therapy, if you're not sure you want to do therapy, if you are thinking the life coach route, hit me up, gab@gabbanesso.com, or continue watching these videos. And if they help you, that's awesome too. I just want to provide resources to help people in the meantime until you're ready to meet with a therapist and, be the best version of you. I just want to thank you all again for tuning in to Coach Gabby. It means so much to me. I love doing these videos. These videos are becoming part of my value system. Don't think there haven't been days or weeks where I'm like, I don't want to do it this week, or, oh, I only get one day off. I just want to rest and play my Switch. And I'm like, no, It matters to you. Other people getting to have the quality of life that I have right now matters to me. I never thought that I would be this person. I never thought that I could be happy. I never thought that I would have confidence and truly believe in myself. I never thought that I could just breathe, like take deep breaths and just exist and not have all that anxiety and pressure and auditory loops that just would bring me down. I never thought that I could love myself the way that I love myself. And I just want everyone to love themselves too. Have a wonderful week. Take some time this week to actually breathe. You deserve to breathe. You know, people take smoke breaks. I want you to take deep breath breaks, okay? 5 minutes. Just excuse yourself. Go outside. Go to a private area and just breathe. You deserve to deep breathe this week. I love you all so much. I am constantly rooting for you. I want you to have the greatest life ever. I really do. So if you need a pick me up, you need some support, hit me up, email me and just be like, Gab, give me an affirmation this week. Gab, tell me I'm awesome this week. Gab, and you might be surprised. I've already had people reach out for me to be their life coach. I've had people that just reach out for positivity, no charge. I'm not going to be like $5 for every affirmation. No. You want cheered up? Hit me up, gab@gabbonesso.com. If you follow me on social media, it's Gab Bonesso, GABBONESSO. I truly appreciate all of you for your support. Have a great week. I will see you next time. Bye.